We're here. Another day. Another great day. Another Thursday. Late night live. We're here to thrive. It's the late night live. Betting on the fights, we're here to thrive. Having a good time, we're here to vibe. It's the late night live. Late night live. UFC Vegas 106. We're going to talk about the card. I'm going to chat it up with you guys. I'm going to bring members on the show. We have a lot to do. A lot to do. I have to say thank you to the people for tuning in nice and early. Before your boy even got here, I saw a lot of you guys interacting in chat, which is beautiful to see. Now, I do have to let out a massive burp, but because the late night live just started, I'm going to mute myself. If you guys would have heard that, you might have tuned off the stream. You're lucky I blurred it out. That was crazy. Late night live, we get the people's picks after this couple members join and talk MMA. It's lit. Exactly, Yusuff. It's the most lit show in the MMA space. Lots to discuss, Stormy Normie. You know it, my man. We're here to vibe. Let's go, guys. Shout out to the people. We're here to thrive. Shout out to everybody watching. What's up, guys? Glad to have the great folks up in here. Shout out to Stormy Normie for re-upping his membership before the stream. I'm grateful, man. I was worried. I was like, come on, Stormy. Come on, Stormy. You were about to take my headphones out at the gym, LMAO. Well, I'm glad you got the fucking headphones on, KZ. I'm glad you got them on. Eat some good fruit. Listen, we're going to have the best fruit. You're just here for the savagery. To be honest, that's all you need to be here for. I'm bringing a savage show to you guys. We're chopping it up. We're talking this week's UFC card. You're not trying to have your intestinal tract gas issue directly into my ear. Can I? Well, listen, I did it right. I muted the microphone. You dropped by to hit the like. Thank you, 206 Stoner. Of course, per usual with the late night live, Ripskis on the table. Ripskis are more than on the table. Ripskis are a fucking certainty. But let me flex real quick. Look at these arms coming together. You see that? Starting to build pretty good, huh? Looking solid, man. I feel like I look more fit than ever before. Holy shit. Had to join the Blinker Boys live. Always a good time here. Thank you, N, my guy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Let's get this shmoney. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the people. What's up, everybody? Glad to have you folks up in here. Looking forward to hanging out for a bit, chopping it up about the card. Bump, 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 bump. If you're just tuning in, run the likes up right away. I am not going to start the card off with a zooted Ripski, you know what I'm saying? But I would like to at least do it before the main card. Before the main card, at least. Now, I get it. It's UFC Vegas 106. This is not a stacked pay-per-view. This isn't a badass fight night. But I promise you, there are going to be some good matchups on this card. And as usual, some of these low-value cards, as far as names go, will tend to deliver with like pretty badass fights. And I think we might be looking at exactly that with this card. Now, a fair amount of women's fights on the card, which, you know, sometimes the women's MMA game can be a tad bit slower. But I hope for entertainment throughout. And I do think we're going to see a lot of badass fights. And I do feel like there's some badass finishes coming. I think so, man. Your teammate fought his fight and almost beat the best boxer in the UFC. Experts fanboy, bro. Now he's Experts fanboy. That's great. I remember when you were a Guru fanboy. Smash the light, KZ. Quick pick, Hernandez versus Park, because I'm early. And quick pick, you're about to find out in a minute, bro. Can I get to it? I got to drop everything early for everybody. I'm about to talk about every fucking fight on this card. I'm about to throw polls up for every matchup. You got to rush the show? I get it. It's not a big card. I get it. This is not a fucking pay-per-view. I get it. I get it. I get it. You're like, you know, this is not the marquee show of the week. I get it. Come on. Also, big news. Taco Padilla is coming on the show. Don't have the date set yet, but I do have confirmation that we're getting Taco Padilla on the show. Shout out to him, bro. I have him on the Lunchtime Live next week. And yeah, that's big news. People been asking, bro. The chat's been bugging, like, get Taco on the motherfucking show. And I know a lot of you guys reached out to him about me. So obviously, you already knew who I was. And yeah, he sent me a message. I haven't DM'd him back, but I looked at it. I said, all right, I'll DM him tomorrow morning. Big Bang Bosch. Louis Boy, fucking Hernandez, all the savages helped. All the savages helped, bro. Speaking of that, man, you know, I almost forgot. The Finch man, I need to give him his money line paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I almost fucking forgot. On the show, what do you think, guys? Should we give the Finch man an extra $25? Of course we should. The Finch is a good man. The Finch is a good man. The Finch is a good man. We'll go. We'll go. Is that the right date? Let me fucking change the date real quick. Ooh. Fucking hell. All right. Send them like a fucking extra $1,000. Yo, Finch, fuck it. Fuck it, bro. Throw them all of it. There we go. There we go. If it sends. If this shit wants to work, we're just sitting here waiting. The Finch man, hopefully he sees this, bro. He's getting paid in full right now. There we go. Paid in full, Finch man. Go buy yourself a nice dinner, my friend. Shout out to the Finch. I threw him an extra. I threw him an extra 25. Bump, 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 bump. Shout out to Taco Padilla. Yeah, it would be fun to have him on the show. All right, what's up, everybody? Can you get on the line? Amato, just join at the end. I'll bring people on at the end. All right, I want to get into these motherfucking fights. I want to get through some of these prelim fights because I want to talk about, you know, the marquee matchups. And to be real with you, I want to get to bringing some guests on. All right, so first things first. Starting the card off, the ladies going after it. We got Tisha Pennington and Luana Pinheiro. And I am going to pick Tisha Pennington. I feel as though her hands are going to be fast enough to deal with Luana Pinheiro from range. I think Pinheiro is going to try to move a lot, and I expect Pennington to win the in-close range striking battle. I feel like she's a little faster, a little better at boxing. Odds for this fight are horrible at -340, but I feel like Tisha Pennington by decision is damn near a lock. Makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, if she doesn't go out and win a decision, I feel like I'd be surprised. If she goes out and gets a finish, I'd be shocked almost. I would almost be shocked. I feel like Pinheiro could throw some kicks from the outside, but I can't see her controlling Pennington on the ground. I can't see her subbing her up. I really feel like Tisha wins a back and forth fight. And it's not like there's a big size difference between the two to sell yourself much on Pinheiro. Besides, you could sell yourself, oh, she's a big underdog. Well, if your only selling point on Pinheiro is you want to play that side because she's a fucking underdog, I think there's better underdogs to bet on than Luana Pinheiro. Plus 260 around that range. Of course, there's variance depending on what book you use. There's no props with ESPN because they just tend to be days behind. So the prop betting side of this fight, I think over 2.5 at -455. Very live, but it's -455. That's utter trash. And then Torres by decision, -225. I guess you could throw the over in a parlay. That's really all. Over in a parlay. Pennington to win just straight in a parlay, I guess. Odds for decision are fucking live here, but the line sucks ass. So not a lot of fun gambling on this one. If you're looking to throw money on the fight, you're just going picks wise. Tisha by decision all day. If Pinheiro somehow wins, it's a big shock. I think that Tisha pulls through. At 35, she still looks in her prime, I think. Pretty fast. Even look at her recent losses, bro. Mackenzie Dern, controversial-ish. Tisha versus fucking Tabitha was mad close. I feel like Tisha Pennington gets a decision over Pinheiro. A loss to Pinheiro would be unacceptable. I don't think she's losing to Luana Pinheiro, chat. So we're going with Tisha Pennington. And I really don't have much else I want to talk about with this fight. I kind of want to keep moving up the card. I want to talk about some of the marquee matchups. I want to talk about fights that have, more intrigue. I will say a little bit of a disrespect to both these ladies being the first fight of the night because, shit, at least for Tisha, she's been on the roster since way back when. She's been on the roster for a long time, man. Your model has Hyun Park stomping Hernandez worse than Morales smoking Burns? Damn. Well, we'll get to that fight soon. What's going on? Shout out to you, Blessed. You're blessed. What's up, guys? What's up? Let's fucking move on, please. All right. I'm going to throw the poll up for the next fight, but I will say, make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm in a really fun mood tonight. So 50 likes, I'll do the first Ripski of the day. I think that's fair. 50 likes, Ripski number 1. I'm willing to take, as many as needed from the people. So hit the damn like button. Let's strive towards the 100 likes, and let's close in on 50 likes for the first Ripski. Get the CBD lion cooking up. You know what I'm saying? This next fight, we'll talk about in a second. I won't say anything. Give me a second. Actually, I'm going to pop a Zin in. Me without the Zin is like a disrespect. What am I doing without a Zin? No Zin, Jay? What am I doing? I need the Zin. Let me pop a fucking Zin. All right. Look at this Zin. Look at this. I'm eat it down like a fucking burger. You know what I'm saying? The Zin is in my mouth. That's it. All right. Let's keep moving up the card, chat. Shout out to Colonel Mustard. What's Gucci, dog? What's Gucci, Colonel Mustard? Thank you for the $2, bro. Big W. Big W, Colonel Mustard. Shout out. You're up for work in like 4 hours? Damn, son. The Zin Lord. All right. Next fight. Hyun Park, Carlos Hernandez. I picked Carlos Hernandez to win a competitive decision. I am not a big Hyun Park believer. It's not that I think Carlos Hernandez is so good. It's more I just don't know about Park's true level. Like, if you look at Hyun Park's resume, you look at Hyun Park against, Shannon Ross. It's like, he's impressive, right? He's fucking Shannon Ross up. He's beating his ass, but it's Shannon Ross. Like, give me a second. Give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a break. You feel me? And it's like, okay, well, he fucks up Shannon Ross. Who did he before? Oh, Sugak Choi. Okay. So he's 9-0, but he's not beating anybody good. He hasn't fought anybody good. Carlos Hernandez, best guy he ever fought. And I'm not saying Hernandez is some motherfucking world beater, but Hernandez can make it a dogfight. Hernandez could mix in some takedowns. Hernandez could win some boxing exchanges. I just don't feel confident in Hyun Park as this 9-0 prospect that I am relatively uncertain about. Now, I know Carlos Hernandez is a journeyman. I know Carlos Hernandez will never fight for a belt, but I do think that Carlos Hernandez is a good guy to, check some up-and-comers. He beat Tumen Dumbarell in a close fight last time. I think he's another guy who came from the road to the UFC in Hyun Park. I'm going with Carlos Hernandez to win a close decision. I even predicted a motherfucking split decision win for Carlos Hernandez. But tell me that doesn't sound like a likely outcome between these two. Carlos Hernandez by split decision, mixing in some takedowns, surviving some early barrages by Park, and finishing the fight strong. Coin flip at the end. Hernandez by split possibility. No, this is not my savage dog lock, but it is an underdog pick. But, I recognize Hyun Park is not an easy task. He's pretty explosive. He's definitely got power in his hands. He rips his punches with some thud, but I don't know, man. I'm not over intrigued by his skill set. It looks good against Cans. Over is minus 245. I do anticipate this fight probably goes over rounds. You think Park wrestle fucks him? Hernandez grappling defense isn't bad, though. I mean, look at the Ray Saruya fight. He finished strong as hell. I think Carlos Hernandez could pull through in a close fight. He's an underdog around the plus 150 range. Do you want to touch split decision? Not really. Plus 800, I'm seeing at best value. It's not even fun. It's like stupid, though. Maybe Hernandez spread as that gets released. We'll talk about spreads tomorrow. Could touch that spread. You can make it like it could be 29-28 across the board. Could be a split even on one card. One going, towards him. So it's within the points. Hernandez, yeah. I think the spread is up. Brady King, do you have the odds for the spread in front of you? Because I don't have them in front of me. If you can, drop the odds for the spread. Drop the odds for the spread because the spread might be a fucking good call. Boom, 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 boom. I'm excited to do this Taco Padilla fucking interview. Shout out to the boy. Shout out to the boy, lad. Shout out to the motherfucking boy. Wow. Minus 150 for the spread. I will say the spread quite live. DraftKings is known for always having the spread. So shout out to DraftKings. A spread, I wish I had a piece of paper that I wrote it down to explain. I was actually explaining it to somebody recently. I don't know where it is. If I don't have a pen, it's easier if I write it down. But so it's within a certain amount of points, right? If it's 29-28 across the board, you see what I'm saying? 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. If you're playing the Hernandez side of the spread, right? Close enough, you cash there for the plus 3.5. You understand? If it's 30-27, but one judge has it 29-20 Hernandez, you're still within the points. You see what I'm saying? It's a draw, you cash. If he wins, you cash. Then the opposite side is winning by more than. You get what I'm saying? It'd probably be easy. If I write it down, it's going to click right away. So you got to kind of see it if you're new to it. But yeah, I'll go Hernandez. I definitely think the spread is live. The spread is live. The spread is live, bro. Savage mode USA in this all. I think the gritty American savage. He's Mexican American. I think Carlos Hernandez can win this fight. I'll predict a close one. Maybe even consider it a nail biter. Yeah, maybe you do have to ask ChatGPT. They'll probably explain it a little more properly. Boom, 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 boom. All right. 54% of the people are on Park, so pretty close to 50-50. I think the spread is live. I love this bar. I got that country song stuck in my head. Come as you are. Ooh. You pulled out of your fight experts, fanboy? I'm sorry, dude. Well, listen, bro. You have to get a new one. Maybe you got to go fight in street beefs against Death Sentence. MMA experts, fanboy versus Death Sentence. The biggest fight in street beefs history. The most high stakes matchup ever. I'm in. I'm in. Boom, 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 boom. Oi, oi, oi. Next fight, the ladies are going after it. Let's keep moving up. Ladies going down. Elise Reed versus Denise Gomes. I mean, I got to go with Gomes. I have to. She's more powerful. She's more menacing, physically imposing. As far as skills go, Gomes is better with boxing in closer range, and she's got faster punches in close range, like good flurries. Elise Reed on the opposite end, she actually works a decent jab, and she has decent kickboxing from mid-range. A little bit susceptible to rear naked chokes and back takes and all that. And I just don't love the idea of Elise Reed on the mat with Denise Gomes. I understand Gomes is considered an MMA striker. but she has competed in jiu-jitsu, and there is a pathway for her to get a submission. I do think if they tie up, Gomes is out muscling her. I think she got out wrestle Elise Reed. I think she'd land bigger shots on the feet. Reed's really not bad though. Like she's got solid game. Her kickboxing skills are nice, but I feel like Denise Gomes is going to be too much for just physicality wise. Even the aggressiveness factor of the way Gomes fights. I believe that Denise Gomes is going to handle business. I'll predict that Gomes wins. I lean towards unanimous decision. I feel like she could take it. Is it like a sub? Like, yeah, maybe, but it's a reach though, because Gomes not submitted anybody. I'd be pretty surprised if Denise Gomes takes an L in this fight against Elise Reed, but I won't be surprised if Elise Reed has some moments in the fight. I won't be surprised if Elise Reed lands some stiff jabs from range and rips her with some nice kicks. And you're like, oh shit, Elise Reed has actually got something here. But at the end of the day, I think Denise Gomes pulls through. You got Reed lock of the year. Trevbot, you're a savage for that. It's a real savage DGen call. Betting lines are atrocious. -700 for Denise Gomes. Reed at +500. Gomes should win. Reed is a huge underdog. Gomes by sub is 5-1. Gomes by decision is -105. So essentially even money. And Gomes by KO +285. I don't know. I don't see her KOing Elise Reed. I see her beating her on the cards. Maybe even taking her back at some point. But can she lock up the sub? I'll go with Denise Gomes. I feel like decision, bro. I'm gonna call decision. As much as I'd love to see a knockout, I feel like decision. She's been ground and pounded a couple times, but is Denise Gomes on a ground and pounder though? I feel like if Gomes wins by finish, she just fucking drops her and beats the shit out of her. She could though. Denise Gomes is powerful, man. Denise Gomes is good. But yeah, Gomes is gonna be the call all day. The real money to be made is if you can pick the prop. I see some of you guys in chat saying that you enjoy the knockout prop. Maybe. The submission prop, maybe. The decision prop, not so much. But if Gomes loses, I think that would be a pretty big shock. Pretty big shock. And Gomes is young, 25 years old. I expect Denise Gomes to show improvements in her skill set each and every time. And I think she can overwhelm Elise Reed. And I'll predict her to win. I'll hope for a KO or a submission, but with women's MMA, I feel like you have to favor the side of distance, especially with Elise Reed not being an awful striker. She really isn't a bad striker. And on the ground, she's a little sus, but Gomes doesn't have a lot of submissions. She doesn't have any pro submissions. Most of the chat is on Denise Gomes. No surprise. Doesn't shock me. Doesn't shock the chat. I don't see anybody like confidently backing the side. Eubanks, KO'd her, and Sam Hughes. True, but ground and pound. So maybe ground and pound stoppage for Gomes. Gomes is overrated. These Brazilian power puncher females don't get it done against these gritty females. I don't know, though. I don't know with this matchup, dude. I don't know with Elise Reed. I get what you're seeing in Elise Reed because she is tactical, and I would say she's a skillful fighter. The odds are more wide than they should be, but I truly believe that Denise Gomes is going to win the fight. So the betting lines will have you thinking about picking the opposite side. But when you actually break this fight down and you throw odds out the window, you're like, yeah, Denise Gomes wins. But then you look at the odds and you're like, oh, well, it's closer than that on paper. So it makes you want to, bait and bite the damn dog side. I'm not really interested in that. I'll pick Gomes. The pick is simple. Gomes for the W. That's my call on this one. How many likes are we at? Chat, we need 50 likes up in here. I want to do a ripski for you guys. I told you 50 likes, the boy will take a rip. So let's keep on climbing. Let's keep on moving. We're 15 likes away from 50. I think we can make it happen here soon. So make sure you guys smash the fuck out of the like button. Make sure you guys show the motherfucking love. And yeah, smash the hell out of it. Let's go. Let's keep running up. Boom, 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 boom. All right. All right. Poll is up for the next fight, too. Make sure you all keep the likes cooking up. All right. Let's keep running. Let's keep moving up the card. We got another ladies fight, but this one actually has me pretty excited. Luana Santos versus Tainara Lisboa. Now, I have been picking Lisboa to pull through and win. I have my doubts about Luana Santos, and I think Lisboa could give her a really hard fight. On the side of Lisboa, she's pretty physically strong and does have, I would say, a solid takedown slash control based game. Her Muay Thai is also clean. Now, she is 34 years old and coming off of a knee injury, but I assume that she's coming back like reinvigorated and motivated at a high level. And on the opposite side, Luana Santos, I mean, she's a decent puncher. Her hands are okay. Her grappling's okay. I don't feel that high on Santos. She got handled last time by O'Neal, and now she's moving up to 135. And she's fighting a girl that's hard to deal with, man. At plus 145, to be honest with you, Lisboa was almost the Savage dog lock. Like I really was fucking torn on the Savage dog lock. And Lisboa, I think, has a chance to control Santos, a chance to outstrike Santos. The only reservation I have is Santos being 25 years of age. She can make more improvements, I would assume, than Lisboa at 34 and after the knee injury that she had to have repaired that kept her out of the octagon for an extended period of time. Now, I'm still picking Lisboa. I do think she overwhelms Luana Santos. I think she outworks her. I think she's live to beat her on the cards. I think she's live to control her on the ground a bit. I think she can take it 29-28. And I think Lisboa is a very good underdog on this card. And I almost called her the Savage Dog Lock. I don't know. I feel like I got in my head a little bit. I was thinking to myself with, do I want to lock a women's fight though? But I feel like there's a damn good chance that Tainara Lisboa is able to outmuscle Luana Santos. And I feel like Santos has this tiny bit of wilt in her. Tiny bit of wilt in her. And she hasn't really proven herself against anybody good. Lisboa, it's not like she's got great wins either, but I think she's tough. She's dangerous, and I think she'll be stronger. And I like the matchup. I'm going to say Lisboa pulls through and gets an upset in this fight. I like the chances. 34 is prime for women's MMA. Low-key true, Trevbot. I like this underdog call here. I think Lisboa is a worthwhile touch as far as an underdog goes. And I look forward to seeing them on the scales and facing off and, kind of getting a feel for a potential size differential between the two. But I definitely think that underdog status, Lisboa plus 140 range as a dog, not a bad call. Santos minus 160. Fuck the prop betting side. This fight here, the only thing that intrigues me is Lisboa's underdog money line. We want picks is their choice. Is a good choice. Is the dog. That's good. I mean, it's a good call. I'm picking it too. I think that Lisboa wins. I think Lisboa pulls through. I think Lisboa outworks her. I think Lisboa outmuscles her. You think may the hotter woman win? That's funny as fuck. What's up, Slippery Bananas? Not much, bro. Just hanging out, having a good stream. Breaking down this UFC Vegas card live with the people, man. Anybody locking Santos? I don't think so. I haven't heard anybody say, yo, I want to bet Santos, dude. Santos is calling my name. I haven't seen it. The Lisboa love seems to be high, though. What about Tapology? What's the pick between the Tapology crowd? 22% on Lisboa, so a lot of love for Santos. I think Lisboa can win this thing. Yo, what a beautiful stream, bro. Thank you, Timothy Torres. I appreciate you, dog. This week's money line was an all-timer, even for this mid-card. Shit was hilarious. Hey, Slippery Bananas, thank you, bro. I felt like I died and came back. You came in and hot. What happened, Mario? I didn't see it. You didn't do anything wrong. You're good. I didn't see you. I didn't see what you said. You have a deleted message. I don't know. I ain't judging you. Chat knows, bro. I ain't judging you. I'm not that tough to deal with. No problem. You got a hot take? You got a hot take, bro. The people are picking Lisboa. We're on the same side. Listen, savage women throwing down. Give me the underdog. Give me the underdog for this ladies' fight. Have I tried to make a video with MMA Guru? No. At 100,000 subscribers, Guru and I have agreed that we will do a collab. But you got to let your boy cook for a while. All right? Guru's doing his thing. Guru's doing his thing. After that money line, I found out AJ was AI going for it because he died. I wouldn't be surprised. It's funny as fuck. Hell yeah, love to see it, my homie. Put me on to you about a year ago. Well, shout out to your homie, Dion. Shout out to him. That's fucking awesome, bro. Hammered Burns, pray for me. Dude, I say good luck. Gorilla Mode is $17 a vitamin, like 3 flavors. No shit. That's crazy. Best analysis in the game. Fuck America still. LOL. Listen, I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. I do love America. I do. But best analysis in the game. I completely see eye to eye with you. And I'm grateful that you feel that way. Thank you, Miller Depoy, for the donation, my friend. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Let me mute myself. You're better off not hearing some of those, you know? I got to have a little respect for the crowd. A little respect for the crowd. Am I from the U.S.? I'm actually from Beijing, my brother. Beijing. This is called the Beijing Breakdown. I just do it in English. I've perfected my English over the years, you know? But yeah, it's the Beijing Breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Beijing style. Welcome to the Beijing Breakdown. Whoa, the Bob is here. He announces himself. He walks and he says, the Bob has entered the forum. The Bob has entered the conversation. Hello, the Bob. Good to see you, Bobby. Bobby Boucher, what's crack-a-lacking, bro? Bloodsport AJ, what's up? Finally on time for a live. Shit's been jamming at the shop. I got Moisés, Costa, and Park. Might bet the Park fight both ways. Good luck to you, Jax. Welcome to the live show. You're down from 188 to 175 on your summer cut. Short King here, 5'8", so 175 is my goal. Good shit, Slippery Bananas. You're a certified gangster, my friend. I'm proud of you. W to you, bro. Good shit. Good shit, bro. Good shit to the Savage, yo. Shout out to the boy, man. Holy fuck. Look at this guy. He's killing it every single day, bringing the thunder better than ever before. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's keep moving up the card. Yo, Firefighter, welcome to the live show, my friend. Firefighter, what a savage. All right, let's keep moving up. Fight on the card. Coming up next, we got Yadir DelValle versus Connor Matheus. So, my pick has been DelValle to go out and get the win. I have my concerns about his brawling style and lack of head movement as he moves up the ranks. But when I look at this fight here, I think DelValle can turn it into a brawl, make Matheus uncomfortable on the feet, defend takedowns, back Matheus up, land big shots. I think that DelValle is live to knock Matheus out. Matheus was knocked out nearly 3 months ago against Delgado. He was knocked out by Bazooka in his fight before. And he doesn't seem to be UFC level at this point. He's okay, right? He's got some wrestling in the arsenal. He's got decent straights. He trains in his mom's basement, which is the craziest thing ever. Respect to him for that. But I think DelValle's going to get in his face, back him up, brawl with him, turn it into a dirty fight, and end up beating him up, maybe even knocking him out. The pick has to be DelValle in this fight. I think Connor Matheus winning would be a bit of a shock. It would be a big shock factor. I mean, he's 0-2 in the UFC. If you include Contender Series, he's 0-3. He's tough. We can give him that. But actual game for this guy, DelValle's too gritty. Too gritty. Too brawl heavy. Too in your face. Too difficult to deal with. I think Yadir DelValle probably goes out and wins a later stage KO, maybe earlier too. But I think KO is live. I don't know where Matheus' chin's going to be at either. DelValle is a dangerous prospect, but I don't know how far he takes it. I have some reservations about his game. His win against Monterio was a good fight, and he also beat Michael Aswell, who's actually pretty good. He's undefeated if you include amateur too. I mean, he was 4-0 as an amateur, and now he's 8-0 as a pro. On the opposite side, Connor Matheus, 7-3. He's got a little more pro experience. But even when you look at the amateur record, 4-2 as an Emmy, I just think that most likely, DelValle should pull through. And he, Connor Matheus beat Farias on Contender Series, but I think he turned out to be a complete fraud. Farias was like this fraud Brazilian kickboxer. Something like that. Rigo's gone. He stopped posting. What did he do? He deleted his channel? Wow, that's crazy. Wonder what happened. I know he had some scandals go down. Definitely was in, I would consider him a very edgy channel, covering the game from a very unique perspective, to say it lightly, kind of crazy. Yeah, he was involved in some weird stuff, man. That's wild. I wonder if like he got shut down or he shut it down. That's crazy. He's probably pissed, dude, because he built that channel up over the course of years, man. That sucks, though. I mean, shit. You think he was using his college email for his channel and the college deleted the email? I hate him. That's crazy. No way. No way, bro. It was tied to his university. Oh my God. I feel so bad for him. Why? I don't get why you put it on your university. I don't get that. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I didn't like that either, Stormy Normie. That really sucks, man. I'm sure that he's going to come back and try and rebuild. It's going to take a long time, but maybe it works out as it has to, bro. Maybe it's better for him. That's rough, though. That's rough as hell, bro. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Holy shit. That's crazy as hell. Well, listen, I feel bad that he lost something that he worked hard on, regardless of if you like this content or not. It's college email, bro. Yeah, the universities, though, they do eventually delete. I never use my university email, bro. Fuck the universities. Hell no. The fight odds are really wide. It's -550 for this fight. DelValle by KO +200. I think DelValle by KO is live. I agree, KZ. Exactly what you said, KZ. Holy shit. I wonder what he's gonna do now. Like, I feel for the dude. I mean, he had fucking nearly 30,000 subscribers. And his college email. Let's see. My channel was randomly deleted today. I don't know why, but I'm looking into it. Seems due to my actual email that he was being deleted because I can't log into any Google accounts with it. Hopefully I can get this fixed ASAP. If not, come back in a new channel and he'll keep us updated, he said. I guess he's got a second channel that he's working on. He doubts the Rigo channel will come back. That's fucked. Holy fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. DelValle in a parlay over Gomes. I feel like DelValle beats Matheus. I'll say yeah. Damn, son. Wow. Hey, we're at 47 likes, chat. Let's get 50 so I can do a quick little rip for the folks. Oh, chat, if you weren't here earlier, if you watched the money line and saw me kind of unhinged, losing myself, I blame this drink, bro. This does not mix well with the fucking Ripski. Yeah, it's natural caffeine, but Cognizant, the nootropic, I did some research on it, bro. I'll be honest, I'm not planning on keeping. I'm gonna switch back to Alani's eventually because the Cognizant nootropic is side effects. Some people notice like nervousness, and I won't lie, bro. I feel a mild hint of it whenever I drink them. So I don't even finish them. I drink like 3/4 of the can now. Because yeah, you feel a little weird with that Cognizant shit. Even I have my brother try. He's like, yeah, bro, I feel fucking a little weird. I guess the Cognizant it can lead to nervousness. That's a side effect of it that people sometimes report. And I definitely noticed that, like a little twitchy. Very weird. You saw Billy Elicana at Target. Did you take a picture with him? That's wild. Yeah, I was just like, wow. I was like, you know what? It makes a lot of sense, though. It makes me feel, yeah, jittery, man. He was with his kids. That's fair. I'm sure if you went up, hey, man, I watched you fight in the UFC, bro. Could I get a quick pic? I'm sure he would have said yes. CBD line. CBD line. Woo. CBD line. Little ripski of the CBD for the phone. Little CBD, that's all. To calm down, you know what I'm saying? To relax a little bit. Nothing wrong with a little CBD line. You know what I'm saying? %90 of the chat is on DelValle. I'm closing out the poll. All right. Yeah, I think Matheus gets KO'd too. All right, we got 2 prelim fights left to discuss. You want me to get some training at VFS? I don't know if I'd be invited over there. All right. You guys ready to keep running? What are we doing? DelValle does not have a 61-inch reach. That's a mismark. His actual reach is 69 inches. He's at only a 2-inch reach difference. Next fight on the card, we have Jared Gordon versus Thiago Moisés. Now, Thiago Moisés as an underdog really caught me off guard. I thought the line might get a little wider towards him, and I'd anticipate him to be a slight favorite, but instead he's at the plus money tag. I'm going with Thiago Moisés to win this fight, man. And I went Savage Dog Moisés because I see the upside at 30 years old. Skill set improvements. His leg kicks are really on point. His kickboxing, I think, has gotten sharper. His actual conditioning seems to be better. He said that he changed up his strength and conditioning protocol. And I feel like it was kind of shown in his recent fight against Trey Ogden. He handled business against Trey Ogden. He looked real good. I think he's going to be chopping at Gordon's legs. Gordon's a good brawler, but I think Moisés can tie up with him in close range and threaten with grappling. I feel like Gordon's going to look to make this a bit of a nitty-gritty brawling type fight, but I feel like Thiago Moisés can outpoint him. I feel like Thiago Moisés can pick his shots off good, man. I gotta go Moisés as an underdog. I think he's got a chance to win, a good chance. And I was surprised by the lines. Yeah, Moisés is more skilled. Jared is tougher, but here's my thought process. Does Jared Gordon knock Thiago Moisés out? I say no. In a back and forth fight, I feel like I see Moisés pulling through, man. I feel like I see Moisés winning. I'm going with Thiago Moisés probably by a decision. You think people against me on this one? I thought the Moisés call would be very well received. I mean, it seems like the votes in chat, it's well received, but some people here are telling me Gordon for the dubs. You think Gordon ain't leaving without a win? I think Moisés is a live underdog. I think Moisés is live. I think Moisés can win this fight. 30 years old, a lot of experience. I mean, these guys almost have the same record, 19-8 and 20-7. I mean, Gordon's the favorite, so of course he's live, right? I think Moisés in a nitty-gritty, close back and forth fight pulls through. I don't think Gordon KOs him. I don't think Gordon KOs him. I think Moisés can win. I think Moisés has more weapons, dude. Gordon's got the hands, but Moisés has more tools even in the striking department. And I feel like Moisés can threaten with grappling. The odds are very representative of the opinions on the fight. You think Gordon's going to get him in close, been robbed too many times? I feel like Moisés is looking good, man. I feel like Moisés is leveled up. I feel like Moisés has leveled up, chat. I feel like Moisés is a sharpened blade. I think Moisés can win, bro. We're at 57 likes too, chat. Keep running it up. Keep hitting the likes. I'm going Moisés. When there's a will, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way for Thiago Moisés, and I think he'll find the way. Now, the odds have him at ever so slight plus money. I think he's live to win a close one. Plus 104 for Thiago Moisés. Moisés by decision, plus 225. Moisés by submission, plus 550. Probably a decision. With Jared Gordon, normally it's a back and forth fight. Output versus sub. The sub threat is there for Moisés, but Gordon normally does have good submission defense. Love this match from Moisés. I think it's very winnable for Moisés, too. I think he looks good, man. He's got a kid on the way, too. Just announced his wife's pregnant. A lot of things leaning towards, for me, to pick the side of Moisés. I'm going with Thiago. Thiago, the sharpened blade Moisés, the Brazilian savage. I think Moisés pulls through. Sodiq spread, very live, and might be the same outcome as Kutelaba and Bukauskas. I can see it as a nitty-gritty, close-ass fight similar to that. My prediction will be Thiago Moisés to look sharp, to have a very good performance. There is a possibility that we have the best version of Thiago Moisés ever. Moisés DelValle parlay to get at even better odds. I feel like that could be live, KZ. You got Moisés over takedown and a half. Think he'll definitely try to get it to the ground. And Gordon has good stand-up. And I think Moisés could outwork him in the grappling. I think so. Judges do like to screw Gordon, man. It's because it's maybe his boxing-heavy approach. The chat is on Moisés with 73%. The same side as me. 73% of you guys on the same side as me. We're going Thiago Moisés to win. Thiago for the W, bro. Thiago Moisés for the win. Gonna ride with the side of history, my brother. I'm going with Thiago. Wrong choice. You don't know that, Waits. You don't know that until the fight. None of us do. We make our pick and we ride with it. And I'm riding with the side of a Thiago Moisés who's showing improvements, a Thiago Moisés who's extremely young And I think a Thiago Moisés that has the tools to handle a tough customer in Jared Gordon, but a beatable Jared Gordon in this fight here. So we're going with Moisés. And that's why we called him the savage dog of this card. All right, let's fucking go. I want to keep running. Poll is up. Next fight on the card is our featured prelim of the night. It's Gabe Green versus Matheus Camilo. Now, I have been picking Matheus Camilo throughout the week. I believe that he has a pretty good style. Overall, I would say skill set is sharp. Now, to give credit to Gabe Green, more experienced fighter, 11-5 as a pro, more UFC experience, fought good opposition in the UFC. He is 32 years old, which is not old by any means. He's got, that veteran savviness to him. Cutting down to 155 is really interesting to me for Gabe Green because he looked pretty large at 170. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the fighters look on the scales. I want to get a read of the weigh-ins and see how Gabe Green's cut goes. I think Camilo could give him trouble on the feet. Camilo's got a pretty solid stand-up arsenal of a Muay Thai-esque kickboxing style. Comes from the Nova União team as well, which I think you have to hold in high regard and have a lot of respect for. And then I think to myself this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, let's see. Green. Decent hands. Rips good power shots, but I don't think he's as sharp as Camilo, and I don't think his grappling is as good as Camilo. I feel like Camilo pulls out. I feel like Camilo finds a way to win. Gabe Green hasn't fought in a minute either. Yeah, I'm going the side of Matheus Camilo. I think the grappling could be interesting. He looks like a good prospect. He's a Nova União prospect, Still a legendary team. Beat Nubitov last time, who came into that fight undefeated and has some hype on his side, too. He was, brought in from the damn press conference where he's like, yo, can I get a shot in the UFC? And they're like, all right, we'll give it to you. Gabe Green, I mean, he's been around for a long time. Got to respect Gabe Green's skill set. He has been knocked out before. I feel like at 155, the chin is susceptible to a bomb. There's a chance that he gets laid out. I think that this is a winnable fight for Nova União Zone. And I agree. I worry about the weight cut. Gabe Green at 170 normally has good size on him, good frame too. I'm surprised that he's shredded down. I get it. He's not tall for 170. He's pretty thick. That 15-pound weight cut to 155 or 156, 14 pounds is going to be hard, man. I'm going to say Camilo finds a way to win. But of course, you're picking a, unproven prospect at a high level against, gritty, journeyman-esque type UFC fighter. I don't even know if he's a journeyman yet, but you get one. He's 11-5, right? 11-5 is like that journeyman record, to be fair. Like he can throw down, he can mix it up, but there's vulnerabilities. Green made 155 in the past, but I mean, it's been a long time, bro. And at 32, it could be harder than ever. But we shall see how the frame looks on the scale. It's going to tell us everything. Now, the odds for the fight have Camilo as a decent-sized favorite. He's minus 225. Green sitting at plus 190. He's a little bit of a big favorite in Camilo, but I think he finds a way to win. Does he knock him out? It's plus 200. If he did, submission is plus 800. Gabe Green has never been submitted as a pro fighter, so of course there's a big line for it. Brian Battle put Gabe Green out in one shot. That was violent. That was violent AF. I got to get a good stretch in, chat. I got to get a good stretch in, bro. I was swishing the Bev, I won't lie. Battle's really not a power puncher. He's landed that perfect shot. And then Green dropping extra weight to get down. Could definitely get his light shut off. All right. I want to bring up the main card, but let me throw the polls up. Keep smashing the likes. Keep sharing the love. I'm bringing members on at the end of this show. So if you're a member, I'm looking forward to having you on. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with you at the end. I'm very happy Fanboy changed his name. I got to give him respect, bro. Oh, now he's Halftime 93 Fanboy? Oh, wow. That's funny as fuck. That's even better, bro. Better than Experts Fanboy. Teixeira Lewis is a terrible main event for a crowd. Well, they want to build Teixeira up as a prospect. And if he fucks up Derek Lewis in a main event, they can give him big fights off rip. We need a Ripsky. I will do the next Ripsky at 80 likes. We're currently at 65. I can't rush it. The poll is up for our main card opener. Let's keep running. Main card time. Make sure you hit the likes. If you're new, subscribe. Julian Erosa versus Melquizael Costa. I'm going to be picking Melquizael Costa to win. I think Melky Costa's going to look pretty good in this fight, man. I think it's a matchup that favors him. Julian Erosa keeps those hands low. I think Costa's got tighter Muay Thai kickboxing. I think he's got the danger threat of high kicks. I feel like he could hurt Julian Erosa. We've seen Erosa knocked out in the first round a handful of times. As far as grappling goes, I would predict Costa to out-muscle Julian Erosa and potentially even out-technique Erosa, like Erosa taking him down, taking his back. I don't see it. I would favor Costa to land the takedown. I feel like Melquizael Costa's going to end up getting his hand raised, man. I got to say, man, Melquizael Costa, definitely a guy that has potential. Hyper elite. I don't know about that. But skillful, well-versed game. Kickboxing is solid. Grappling defense is there. You don't think Costa the type to win 3 in a row? He's won 3 in a row. Make it 4. Is Erosa, though? Erosa's kind of known for trading wins and losses. I think Melquizael Costa can out-kickbox Erosa. Erosa's hands are down by his waist a lot, man. It works for certain matchups, but Melquizael Costa is a veteran of this game, bro. He's got 30 pro fights. You know what I'm saying? He's not just some up-and-coming kid. At this point, he's a guy who's got a fuckload of competition experience. What's up, EMG? Babysitting while listening to LNL, my guy, with the one and only Big AJ. Tough out here being an uncle. Listen, Uncle Paku in the house. What's up, bro? What's up, brother, man? Paku, make me feel better about my Thiago Moisés savage dog lock. You agree? And are you picking Melky here? Costa for the W? I think so. You got Costa in parlays. Don't let a Darren Elkins beating fool you. That's how I'm feeling, David Frazier. What? Erosa's going to box up Costa like this? Erosa is going to box up Costa like he did to Darren Elkins? I don't see that. Erosa, it's not like he's this heavy power hitter. He's accurate. I think that Melky's going to look good. And I have to favor the minus 175 Melky Costa side. Melk confident. Moisés my lock all week. Let's go, Paku. I'm always glad to see you're on the same side. What up, my dude? You the best of this? Thank you, Tony. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, dog. Shout out to the gangster. I think Melky Costa looks sharp. I think his striking looks good. I think he threatens with some high kicks. I was thinking Melky points, but I don't know, man. I got this feeling that this fight could end inside distance. Like, Erosa's not really a decision fighter. It's kind of kill or be killed a lot of the time. And he could end up getting worked here. I think Melky Costa handles business against Juicy J. I'm excited for it, too. I don't know. I'm seeing the tie clinch. Elbows on the inside, knees to the body. I feel like Melky Costa's going to have a good style. Good style for him. Good flow. Every Southpaw Erosa has fought, knocked him out. It's fucking interesting. I think Melky gives Erosa a lot of trouble. With those hands low, Erosa's there to be cracked, bro. Now, Costa as a, slight favorite around minus 175. Not a horrible bet. I feel pretty confident in Costa pulling through because I think the matchup really favors him. I understand people are kind of riding high off like Erosa's win streak, but I don't know, man. Subbing up Hamosh, Rodriguez, and then knocking out Elkins. I think that Costa is more aware of grappling positions than those foes. Now, you could say, oh, but the C-Rod fight was close for Melky Costa. I mean, true, but that's what I'm saying. Styles do make the fights. it all comes down to the style of the matchup. You understand? It all comes down to the styles. Every fight is styles making the fights. And I think this is a good stylistic matchup for Melky Costa, who's more tactical and technically sound in the striking arsenal. And I'm going to pick him to win this motherfucking thing. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, motherfucker. Does Milky have the advantage on the floor with Jits? I feel like he will have better top pressure and control. Yes, they will add more fights to 317. Don't worry. They added Patchy Mix versus Mario Batista. All right, next fight on the card, we got Dustin Stoltzfus versus my boy, the Sultan Ruziboev. Of course, I'm picking fucking Ruziboev. Ruziboev is one of my favorite unranked fighters in the UFC, bro. Slick kickboxing skills, dangerous power, sharp striking, accurate striking. I picked him to beat Bruno Ferreira as an underdog in his UFC debut because I said, this guy's got something here. I don't think Dustin Stoltzfus is going to beat him. What's he going to drag him down and choke him out? As much as Stoltzfus has a bit of grappling, I think right now Stoltzfus' offensive grappling attack is ever so slightly overrated, with Burial making the mistake, pulling him on top, and then him fucking Burial up. But like, look at the knockout sequence. Stoltzfus was sitting in there and brawling, you know? I don't think Ruziboev gets knocked out like a damn Burial. I don't think he gets dragged to the ground and pounded out either. I don't think he gets bullied in grappling like a Punahele Soriano. I don't know how the fuck Sultan Ruziboev made 170 pounds, bro. I don't get it. Ruziboev's a motherfucking large dude, 6'5". 6'5" middleweight, that's as low as you should go. You should not be fighting at welterweight at 6'5". I think Sultan Ruziboev looks sharp in this fight, shows improvements in this fight, and I think he knocks Dustin Stoltzfus out. I think he's too clean in the striking game. Even though I think Stoltzfus is a decent striker, I feel like Ruziboev cracks him with a straight punch, and I think Ruziboev's punch combos are better. I think his hands are heavier, power on his side, accuracy on his side. I think Ruziboev absolutely handles business, and I think he looks good doing it. I like Ruziboev to win. He's minus 280, so he is a wide favorite down the money line. If you're interested in anything with this fight, maybe you're going KO Ruziboev. Well, that sucks at minus 125. This is a minus 205 Ruziboev fight. Dustin's path to victory is wrestling, but is he going to smother him for 3 rounds? Stoltzfus has some wrestling, to be fair, but I feel like Ruziboev could look sharp and catch him. Getting finished by Abus in less than a minute, age so bad. Facts. And I will say, Ruziboev has that sniper striking style like that of an Abus, but I feel like he's sharper than Abus is. I'm going with the big boy. I'm going with Ruziboev. I think he handles business here. I think he's a worthwhile favorite. I think he deserves the favorite status. And I think he is a difficult stylistic matchup for Dustin Stoltzfus with his tactical kickboxing game and his accuracy, his ability to strike from range, and honestly, his submission game. Like, he could at the very least be defensively sound with Stoltzfus. And I just have a hard time seeing Stoltzfus drag him down and just beat his ass and bully him on the mat. I think Ruziboev is going to knock Stoltzfus out. That's the call for me. Sultan Ruziboev by KO. Yes, he's a favorite, but I think he pulls through. You got Dustin on a rivals line, getting more significant strikes than Ruziboev with an 8.5 handicap. Rizzy has low output, so I think it stays close until Dustin goes to sleep. Fair? Easy takedowns against him. All right, at 170, but his wrestling's gotten better, bro. He's training in Philly now. Dustin's a bigger dude. I mean, Ruziboev is 6'5", though. Sultan Ruziboev, bro. I think he can find a way to win this fight. And I think most likely it's the kill shot. Punch right to the chin. I'm going Ruziboev, and I'm going to predict that he KOs Stoltzfus, too. At 170, I think that he dehydrated the fuck out of himself. I don't get how he made 170. Moisés has a lot of upside, but the biggest thing for me is ATT game planning. There is no way they will play into Gordon's game. They know exactly how to beat him, and I believe Moisés will execute. Let's go, Paku. I agree. 6'5" does mean something. About to take off the NYC, but had to drop in for a like to say what's up. What's up, BG Border? My guy, thank you for hitting the like, bro. W to you, my brother. Smash the fuck out of the like button. Smash the fuck out of the like button. Smash the motherfucking like button. Smash it. Rip the like button. Beat that like button's ass, bro. All right, let's keep running. Let's keep running up the card. You don't like Rizzy money line, but you like the KO prop. I feel the same, bro. I like the Ruzi KO prop in a parlay. W to Paku for sure. All right, let's get to the featured fight. I expect a bit of banter and back and forth. The curls are looking swole tonight. Hey, WBG. I'm curly as fuck today. Sodiq Yusuff versus Mairon Santos. So my prediction in this fight is going to be Mairon Santos by a decision, having that breakout performance. Now, Sodiq Yusuff is a veteran of the UFC. He had a main event against Edson Barboza where he did big damage early in the fight. And people might say, oh my God, easy, Sodiq Yusuff. But then when you look at Santos' striking, he's a very tactical Muay Thai specialist. He has good straight shots. He also is now at Extreme Couture. I feel like there's so much invested into this prospect. Even though he fought recently, I'm expecting improvements. And I think about it like this. Last time he fought Francis Marshall, who's a great pressure fighter who brings a wrestling threat. When I think of Sodiq Yusuff, I do not think of a wrestling threat. There's not a substantial wrestling threat. There's a little bit of pressure against the cage that he can bring, but more so it's him throwing heavy hands. And I think that Santos is the more tactical striker with better straight shots and less fat on his shots too. I think Santos will win a tactical and competitive kickboxing match against Sodiq Yusuff. And I really think Mairon Santos has got some skills. And I picked against him in the Francis Marshall fight and thought he lost, but styles are everything. Styles are everything. And I think this is a stylistic matchup that favors the side of Mairon Santos. And I'm going to pick him. The Apex does limit Santos' distance, true, but there's not a substantial wrestling threat with Yusuff. Yusuff has a defensive stat at range and ground game advantage. He's massively out-attributed. Okay, pizza. Yusuff will have to control the distance, and he has the cage. Can't bet on this one. Completely fair on the betting side. Are we going to be picking and predicting fights for the rest of life? Of course, King's World. No betting NY. Give me something to drop 50 on before I take off. Just go Savage Dog Lock. You can go with Moisés. Fuck it. Like a savage. You're a legend for doing research on this fight. I got you, Justin. I saw Mairon Santos' tactical kickboxing, and I said, I think he's a sharper blade. I said, he's more technically sound. He's got better straights. I feel like he's got good awareness. I'm like, on the side of Yusuff, he's got the explosiveness. He's got power hooks, but I don't know, man. It's harder to land a hook than it is a straight shot. I feel like Santos can pick his shots well. I believe in the Brazilian prospect, man. Ultimate Fighter winner. There's got to be one of them that ends up being pretty fucking good. And I think it could be Mairon Santos who ends up being pretty fucking good. Fight taking place at lightweight, which is interesting. Both guys featherweights. So, Yusuff moving up. No, not a good betting fight. Personal take on this one is not a betting pick. I'm not like, yo, Santos, lay that down, bro. I like just the prediction. I like the analysis of this fight. I like breaking this fight down because I do believe Santos is a quality prospect who has upside to him. And Sodiq Yusuff also is coming off of a bad loss against Diego Lopez. I get it, though. Diego Lopez, Edson Barboza, high-level names in the featherweight division. And now he's taking on a prospect who's 2-0 in the UFC. But personally, I believe Mairon Santos is going to go out there and get his hand raised. That's it. Any confident bettors on Sodiq Yusuff's underdog side? Because I get why people would go for him. Santos definitely the side, and chat agrees slightly. 59% of the people are on the side of Santos too. Only 59% though. It's not a ton. That's not a ton at all. Boom, boom, boom. Personally on Yusuff, bro's experience will show respect. It's going to be cardio and power versus experience in technical kickboxing. Santos is a slight lean, but I'm not betting it. Yusuff sounded like he's been riddled with injuries on media day. He could look worse than ever before, Paku. I think the Santos pick is the right pick. I feel like, I don't know, man. He seems like he's in the UFC's good graces. And I think they're looking to build him. And this is a matchup that, I don't know, it's right for him. It's not a guy that gives him much of a wrestling threat. I think he'll struggle more so with fighters who are pressure-based, boxer wrestlers as opposed to, more of a explosive kickboxer Muay Thai striker. Also, we're 1 like away from 80. At 80 likes, I'll give you guys another rip ski. And to be honest, I'd like to do another rip before we get into the co-main, main, and the people joining the show. So make sure you smash that like button. If it's your first time on the show, welcome to the live show. Make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of shows on the channel. And this is the show for you guys where I get to hear the takes of the community. We go back and forth about every fight. And we even do it for Apex cards, the late night live, every single event. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me respect on that. I do it for every single event, bro. The late night live was an OG show that I did for years. And then I stopped doing it. And then it came back. It was reignited by some of my savages in chat, like KZ, Paku, Hernandez. I think Useless too. Were like, yo, bro, bring it back, dude. We missed the show. And I'm like, okay. I'll do it for you guys. Just for you guys, really. Smash the like so AJ can blinker the CBD. It's CBD time, bro. CBD Lion. Listen, guys. I am going to do a little CBD ripski. All right. If you want to do it with me, we're going to go together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. CBD Lion in this hole. Bum, 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 bum. CBD Lion. CBD time. The CBD Lion. The CBD Lion. I'm telling you to stop fucking crying. It's the CBD Lion. It's the CBD Lion. The no hands rip is something special, all right? It takes a gifted savage to go hands free on the motherfucking rip, chat. All right, let's keep running. Let's keep moving. Let's keep cruising. Let's keep climbing on up the card. There's more to talk about. This might not be the biggest card of the year, but you guys know I give my love and respect to every motherfucking card. Every card this damn year. What's Boof the Ripski, man? I never heard that before. What I need to do is just drink some water. I'm totally trolling you guys. I'm good. Drink a little water. Get ready for some warfare. All right? Let's keep on climbing. Next fight on the card is our co-main event. We have Rodolfo Bellato versus Paul Craig. I have been picking Rodolfo Bellato to outdog and knock Paul Craig out. Now, let me tell you straight. I think that Paul Craig would have a submission chance against most light heavyweights. But Bellato got that block head, that thick neck. I don't know why. I just don't see him getting caught in a stupid grappling position. And physically speaking, the dude's a specimen. He's strong as fuck. Got, slight reach advantage. Thick traps and neck. Definitely has power. Definitely a good brawler. Has a big striking advantage over Craig and uses his hands well. And Craig does not box well on the inside at all. If Bellato doesn't get his back taken or caught in something stupid, messing around on the ground, I think Bellato knocks Paul Craig out. Now, of course, Useless just said it. Bellato by KO, minus 160 sucks. That's a shit line. That ain't fun. There ain't no fun about that. But the prediction will be Bellato to knock Paul Craig out. Of course, there's anticipation and excitement. Yo, give me Paul Craig. I'm going for it. He's plus money. He's plus 425 right now. Bellato's 6-1 at minus 600. My God. Oh, Milo. But I'm not going Bellato minus 160. Craig by sub is plus 600. Under 2.5 rounds is minus 385. I feel like this fight goes under 2.5 rounds. The way that Bellato fights is brawling. And Paul Craig normally is kill or be killed. Paul Craig by points would go crazy. He just fights smart. He lands some trips and just controls. I can't see it. I can't see it, bro. I think Rodolfo Bellato ends up knocking Craig out, especially that small cage. I don't think Craig takes him down. I think Craig might pull guard, but I feel like Bellato's sensible in the guard and avoids Paul Craig's triangle. And I think boxing, Bellato lands some thunderous punches, man. And I think that Rodolfo Bellato fucks Paul Craig up in this fight. Bellato's biggest downfall is the inability to move his head whatsoever, and Craig can genuinely do nothing to take advantage of it. That's the biggest thing. It's not like Paul Craig has crispy hands. If this goes over 2.5, I'm unsubscribing. That's how sure I am it goes under. If it goes over, you're unsubbing. Okay, yeah. I'm going to say give me under 2.5. You're on the sweaty over 1.5, Stormy. Good luck. Bellato ass. He's a fucking brawler. I get it. He's not all that. He's still, listen, he made a mistake against Jimmy Crute, got fucked up for a round, and then came back and beat his ass, though. And then, obviously, he drawed with him, but he was still doing well. I don't think Bellato's chinny, but I will say he has been knocked out, and there's a possibility of him getting chinned against some of the better strikers. But Paul Craig knocking him out, I can't really see it. I would not predict Paul Craig by KO. I can't see that side. I think if Paul Craig is to win, it's a submission. Somehow a decision, but more so a submission. Apex cards always scare me. Seems like wow results. MMA Hawkeye, thank you for 199. Of course. Of course, bro. We got to try to pick the chaos, bro. So listen, if you want to pick the chaos, go Paul Craig. But I'm going to predict Bellato to chin Paul Craig in this fight. You think dumb pick? Damn, bro. Oh, you think Craig chinned it under 1.5? I'm going under 2.5, though, as a more confident and safer under, as opposed to the 1.5. I will pick Bellato by KO, though. And 62% of the chat is in alignment with me on the exact same side. Not surprised. You low-key do better on the Apex card. I don't know, man. These big fights that just go in my heart. That's fair, Trevbot. I think I'm about to absolutely fucking destroy this card in a good way. I think I'm going to pull out some savagery on this card. I feel good about the picks on this card. Damn. I would say I feel great about the picks on this card. You know what else I feel great about? The fact that we're almost at 100 likes, chat. Let's get 100 live likes on the stream. So make sure you guys smash the fuck out of the like button. Show some love. Show some support. Show that you care about your boy. Hit the button. Hit the button, my brother. Hit the button. All right, we're getting close. It's about to be main event time. I really am about to fucking drink like a shitload of water. My mouth feels so dry. Got that cotton mouth. Avery, son, you just here for the vibes? Listen, bro, I'm glad you can tune in and enjoy it, bro. You might not be able to have a smoke session with me in person for a little bit, but at least you can chill here, fuck around, have a good time. 100 likes and AJ buys me sushi tomorrow, Jersey Girl. That's a deal. 100 likes in here on the stream, I'll buy Jersey Girl sushi. I'll do it. 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 How many more fights is Paul Craig on his contract? He said himself, if Paul Craig goes out there and loses, he thinks he's getting cut from the UFC. Every single major statistical edge in Morales' favor. With that being said, Burns by sub that's the what if call. The what if call of the century. All right. You're hitting a fat bong next time I see you, son. Oh, you are, bro. I want to get you zooted like back in the day, bro. I want to have you looking like Lee Syed, or actually better than that. I want to have you looking like me on fucking Monday's Money Line with my eyes rolling back in my head and shit, dude. Oh my God, that was a fucking legendary moment. Oh shit. All right. Let's keep running up this card. I got to bring the thunder. All right. It's time. It's time for the main event of UFC Vegas 106. If you guys are watching and enjoying, please hit that like button. Shout out to everybody watching on replay too. I know a lot of the time I'm talking to the live chat and going back and forth with everybody watching me live, but I got love for everybody that tunes in. If you're part of the replay gang, what's up? Shout out to you as well. And make sure you guys subscribe if it's your first time here. Let's talk about this fight a little more. Obviously, my pick has been out all week, but it's fun to banter. It's Michael Morales. Is that a hot take? Hell no. But what about Michael Morales by KO? That feels like a hot take. I have a hunch that his hands are going to look sharp in this fight, and he's going to have that breakout performance win and beat Gilbert Burns in impressive fashion and end up knocking him out. Now, let me say this, bro. Gilbert Burns had a great run, but I have to look at the reality, right? 38 years old, multiple losses in a row. He got handled against Sean Brady. You might say, oh, well, he went 5 with Sean Brady. Why doesn't he go 5 here? Styles make the fights. Sean Brady doesn't have the hand speed of a Michael Morales. Michael Morales also has a 79-inch reach. crazy range. And I think Gilbert Burns with more of the tight Muay Thai style is going to be there to be hit. I think multi-shot combinations, straight shots. I think clean strikes down the line. I think Michael Morales is going to find big success here. And I think this could be the wow performance for Michael Morales that moves the needle a lot for him as a prospect. Now, he went out and beat Neil Magny last time, which is an impressive W to have for sure, but Neil Magny's washed, right? Burns, you can say, is a little washed, but still, you got to give him respect for giving Jack Della a hard fight over a year ago, the Sean Brady matchup, before that even fighting Bilal. But I think that it's the end times for Gilbert Burns. I think this is his final run. What if Gilbert gets him down? I have a hard time seeing it, man. The Ecuadorian wrestling base is there. It's not like Morales is just a boxer. Morales is a well-versed up-and-comer, man. And I think that he has potential. His athleticism is definitely there. The talent that you see from him is there. And at 25 years old, bro, at 25 years old, this kid's a fucking problem. Michael Morales is hard to deal with. And I think that 2026 is probably his year. This gets it started off right. I don't see Gilbert Burns going out there and handling this undefeated savage. I'm going Michael Morales, and I am going to predict that he wins by KO. Love and respect to Gilbert Burns. He's always a fucking, dog, savage brawler, but I think he's outmanned and outgunned here. I can't see him taking this fight to the ground and choking Morales out. I don't think he lands some crazy overhand and knocks him out. I think Burns has shown some signs of slowing down that people maybe are ignoring. And I think Michael Morales is going to do work on Gilbert Burns. And I'll predict he knocks him out. Now, of course, money line sucks. You trying to bet on this fight? You're not. Minus 800 for the money line on Michael Morales. Not much there, but I will say you can have a little fun, though. You can go Morales by KO. No, you can't. It's minus 195, minus 145 at best value. That sucks. What do you got to pick the round? Third round KO, the Mystic, fucking Mac call, KO round 3 for Morales. Bump, 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 bump. Plus 650. That's not even fun either. It's not a plus 1,000, nothing. This is one of those fights, bro. Like, you can add Morales to the longer parlay piece. If you're doing a two-legger, I guess you want to make it less than 2-1. You could throw him and Ruziboev in the slate, something like that, or him and fucking Melky Costa for a little close money action. But yeah, man, Michael Morales, unfortunately, there's no money to be made going straight down the center. Grit and experience. I'm going the opposite, but here, AJ, but I respect, of course, halftime. Listen, it's all good. Now, the poll is sitting around 52% for Burns. I am not going to close the poll yet. I'm not going to close the poll down yet. I'm not going to shut it down yet. I don't want to shut it down yet. I want to leave the poll up for a little bit. I want to leave the poll up for a little longer. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, I had to send a business text. No, I'm actually telling Jersey go to gotta make the ice cream right for fucking tomorrow. That little Ninja Creamy ice cream, bro. On Fridays, that has saved me, bro. It's fucking got this cut on point. I'm doing a fitness check-in tomorrow afternoon. You guys are gonna see. You guys will all see the savagery. You guys will all see the savagery. Okay. Now, you guys know the drill on this show. I bring some members on. I want to bring a few, 3 to 4. And it is on the first come, first serve lineup. Jersey Girl, you're going to do a great job. I have full and utter faith in you. All right? Full and utter faith. Thank you guys for 100 likes. Jersey Girl, there's your sushi. If not, I was going to say you're paying. But 100 likes, there we go. Keep running the likes up, chat. All right. If you are a member of the channel, go to the members tab and you can join this live stream. All channel members are eligible to join the live stream and chop it up with me, talk some UFC, ask me questions about the card, talk about your favorite bets on it, whatever you want to say. The floor is yours. The floor is yours, bro. You're with Gilbert yesterday. He's focused and willing to die. I believe it, Manny. Listen, I'm not saying he isn't, but I think Michael Morales is going to handle him, you know? If you want to become a member, you're not a member yet, I'll put the link there. You got the option. But door is open. If you want to join, now's the time to join. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Guest number 1. I hope this guy got his fucking smoke detector fixed. I'm gonna hear peeping again.
I promise it's fixed. What if I'm just ear dead to that point where I don't?
No, you might be. That happens, right? If you keep it on for so long, like your body's used to it at that point, you won't even notice it. It's like people like the nose blind. Same thing. You'll be ear deaf, bro. That's it.
God, that's so fucked up, bro. If it goes off, please, y'all can roast me. Please go ahead.
They're gonna come after you. What's up, dude? How you been, Trev Bot?
I've been doing good, man. It's been a little bit of a hiatus for the streets for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to pop back in and say what's up.
I appreciate it, man. You got anything you want to talk about on the card? Or you just want to say what's up?
I have to explain my Elise Reed pick.
Okay. Yeah, people in chat will give you a hard time. So we got this guy right here. He's in Elise Reed's witness. Maybe he's a tinfoil hatter. Give us a take, bro. What's up?
It's not as much of a pick on Elise Reed as it is a pick against Gomes. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I feel like Elise has the capability to put on the same game plan as like Angela Hill. And it's like, you don't have to put the money line down on her, but that 3.5 is live for sure.
Okay.
I mean, because like I was saying in the chat earlier, man, I feel like these Brazilian power punching lesbians, they're so hit or miss sometimes.
Fair.
Ritsters in women's MMA, they can just get it done. Like, I don't know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing as like the Mexican chin. And nobody's really dropping anybody like that at women's fucking 115 unless you're Yasmin Haragi.
Haragi just gets knocked out every other fight. I don't know what's up with her.
Dude, that was one of my best bets last year. I think it was plus 1,000 for the knockout, and I literally just did it based off aura.
That's crazy.
I saw her on the scale, and I was like, dude, this girl's getting it done. Like, it's going to happen. It was so funny, bro. I was at work just watching it. Like, I'm a mechanic. I was just on my stool. I was just watching. I was like, happened. I just freak out, start screaming and shit. My boss looks over. He was like, "Are you good?" I was like, "Just give me a high five, bro. Just give me a high five." Like, it's one of the only bet. I put my unit size $25. I usually do like $6 for a prop. I was like, "Fuck it, $25 on plus 1,000." Won like $250 right there. I was like, "Fuck it, there we go, dude."
You felt like the man of the year, bro. What are you drinking on there? What is that?
What's that?
What are you drinking on, bro?
I got a little Juicy Drop IPA.
Oh, okay. It's a beer. I didn't know if it was. I thought it was an energy drink.
I sipped it and I was like, "Oh fuck, can I drink beer on YouTube?"
No, there wasn't a beer. That was a fucking energy drink. That was the Alani's, bro.
Hey, there we go. My bad.
You're good, Trev. Trev Bot, it was good seeing you, my man.
Hey, it was good to talk to you, brother. I'll catch you later, man.
Peace, big dog.
Peace out, boys.
All right, let's see who's next. All right, we got people waiting in the wings. I see Stormy Normie's here. He doesn't have his camera on. There he is. All right, he does. All right, yeah. Show me you're ready with the camera on. I'll bring you right in. What's up, buddy?
Yes. What's up, AJ? Can you hear me?
Chilling, dog. Yeah, I hear you good, bro. You got the fucking aura with the mic and shit, bro. You're ready to rock.
Thanks,
What's up,
man?
dude?
I appreciate it. All I gotta say, man, to start off is Chuck Buffalo, bro. He let us down, man.
Buffalo got slaughtered, my friend. We eating buffalo meat, my friend. That was rough.
Yeah. Not only did the guy lose, like he got knocked out, and he lost to a guy that lost to Magny, man.
I know. It was rough. You know what, though? I think that he kind of showed us that he really is limited to hands only. Not much kicks. Had a hard time dealing with range. Didn't shoot takedowns. It's brawling heavy style. And I guess that fight with fucking Blood Diamond should have been our red flag, but we didn't want to believe it, bro. We were like, how's it debut? Debut, sometimes people look like shit, but now looking at it, I guess it was a red flag, dude.
Oh, well, we move on. Exactly. Yes. Live and move on. Okay, anyways, to business this week. So I got a 2-leg parlay for y'all, okay? I like to keep it with the 2 legs because anything higher, I feel like it's just luck city and all that. But okay, I'm going to go with Melquizio Costa for leg number 1 at -180, okay? And then for leg number 2, I'm going to go with Nursultan Ruziboev. I think both guys are locks, all right? They're both younger. They're both better than the other people, and they're going to pull through, man.
Let's go. I like it, bro. I'm with you on that side, too. If that loses, I'm probably going to get flacked because I have Ruziboev and Melky as confident picks. So, shit, for the sake of not just your money, but the sake of my money and the reputation on the line. We both need it, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got this, man. Hopefully they win.
I think they will, bro. You got good picks. And that's one of those sensible two legs. Like me and Mike Finch were talking about it on the money line. Even that, fucking bookie himself, he said, yeah, two legs is the most common to hit. And you can see, like, if you go two confident picks, most of the time you're going to find success. But everybody, listen, we love the fucking 5 leg that's going to be plus 700. And, you love, putting a prop in the mix of a 3 leg and hitting plus 650 or plus 1,000, But in reality, those 2 legs that are slight plus or even, money or potentially even favorite status slightly, likelihood of success is high, bro. Let's go, my man. I'm excited for you, bro. I'm excited for you to come on next time and flex your W, bro. That's what
exactly, and not be sad.
Hey, you got anything else for me, big dog?
That's everything, AJ. Thanks for having me as always, man.
Of course, bro. I'm always glad to have you. Shout out to you, Stormy, bro. You bring the good
have
energy.
Have a good one. Have a good night. Thank you.
Peace, brother. Shout out to the Savage himself. Shout out to Stormy Normie. Now, the last guest of the day. He's sitting here. I'm looking at him right now. He's sitting in the back. I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he's fucking playing with his beard or something. I don't know. He's like he's brushing his hair. Let me give him a second. KZ, you look done up for this. Did your hair and shit?
I'm just hanging out, brother. We're just hanging out.
He's too chill.
All good.
KZ, there's a rumor going around. You're a big fan of the steroid users in the fight game. You like the guys on the juice. You're a big fan
I'm a big time hater on the PED cheaters, bro. They were putting Vitor Belfort in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, this fucking dude.
I know you hated
Michael Bisping on like fucking gallons of PEDs. Like, we're just gonna be like, oh, he's fucking cool. It's like, come on, bro.
I think you should start making videos about your hatred for PED users in the fight game.
And then TJ Dillashaw, he was like fucking piecing up Hanan Barao in round 4 with like fucking full power fucking 50 punch combos, no fatigue at all. Fuck that dude too. Fuck all these PED cheaters. And John Jones, don't even get me started on John Jones, bro.
I don't even want. I'm scared what's gonna happen.
84-inch reach. Try to get close, bro. Try to close the distance. Close the distance, please.
He blinds you, bro. That's traditional martial arts, bro. You didn't know he
John
did
Jones too, bro. But all right, let me just get on to the KZ parlay of the week. That's not a thing. I don't know why I keep saying that like it's a thing, but I'm gonna fucking tell you guys this.
It's not. It is a thing. If you're saying it, it's a fucking thing. It's the KZ parlay of the week. What are you talking about? It's a thing.
You can interchange Thiago Moisés or Jared Gordon since they're both plus money. I know you're on Moisés, but like both the other 2 legs are the same. So the first 2 legs are gonna be Ruziboev KO, and then Yadier. I'm pretty sure it's DelValle. It's all
DelValle is the right way. But I say DelValle because I'm straight USA in this fucking bitch.
Yeah, and then the last leg is either Moisés, if you like Moisés, or Jared Gordon, if you like Jared Gordon.
What's yours though? Who you going?
I placed them both, bro. I placed them both for 250. Okay. I got the Moisés one at plus 340, and then the Jared Gordon one at plus 286. So it's like either way, I'm just gonna make money as long as DelValle and Nursultan Ruziboev KO hit. So I'm just up either way. Doesn't matter if Gordon or Moisés win with that one.
So that's the KZ magical hedge that he's bringing to the table. This guy's sharp, bro. Did you do picks? You do a picks video or anything for this week? I saw you posted a recap in Discord.
I mean, yeah, I want to do it. It's going to be like another late one. It's going to be either, I might record it tonight or I'll record it tomorrow. It's just with work, bro. It's just such a pain in the ass.
Do you prefer live streams or pre-recorded videos for the predictions?
I like to do both. You know what I mean? I like to do one.
I always shout you out after the members stream after this. If you want to do something after this, I'll shout you out. The people like you. You're well liked in the community, bro. You're a cult hero.
I like to think so. I got a couple of haters, which everyone does, but
you do? I haven't seen them yet.
I mean, people just talk shit sometimes, but it's not like anybody consistent in the chat. You know what I mean? It's just like in the watch party, people are like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot, bro."
That's
fair. A hobby overall, though.
They gave you, then you won. B Willie, thank you for 199. Korean Zombie did good. Are you referring to Stormy Normie? Listen, man, I don't even know what ethnicity Stormy Normie is. Give him a chill time. Don't give him a hard time. Stormy Normie's a good energy dude, bro. He's a good guy. Thank you for the 199 though, B Willie. Listen, KZ, is that it for me? You got anything crazy that you want to do? Because I got one more guy waiting in the wings. Another.
I was gonna come on here and do like a tribute to Jack Della Maddalena and fucking hit the heavy bag, but I'm all tired from the gym and shit. I was gonna do like the 1-2 Whitaker fucking head kick coming around, all sorts of crazy shit. I just didn't have the energy, bro.
I think you know what? Save it for next time. I'd rather get it when you're full energy. Sounds good, bro.
Yes.
That's good. Shout out to you, KZ.
See you, AJ. Appreciate you, dog.
See you in the members, big dog. Hey, Halftime says he's sliding to you, KZ. Thank you for 199 Halftime. Shout out to you. Now, this will be the last guest of the show, and he's another regular, Max Ursh Bischoff. What ethnicity are you, my friend? Because the last name is interesting. Where's that from?
Ethnically, I'm German and French.
Okay, and that's where the last name's from too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm American, but ethnically German and French. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, man. I was curious about that, bro. I had to ask, bro. You got I never heard that last name in my life before.
Yeah, it's definitely a beast of a last name there.
It is, bro. In school, the teachers, how'd they pronounce it? They didn't?
I mean, shit, I had it hard on both ends because you're not seeing it right now. But my full name is Maximilian.
Maximilian. That's a cool name. Yo,
So
you got the
as a
TV on in
little
the
kid-
background. I can't hear you that good, brother.
Hold on, let me turn this shit down.
Yeah, it's a little loud, bro. I'm hearing you pop in.
My bad.
I'm hearing, what is that, like Jimmy Kimmel or something like that?
I think we're watching Legion of Skanks right now.
Okay, I haven't seen that before.
But how are you doing today, AJ?
Good, bro. It's a good stream. I'm excited for members after this. I'm chopping it up with you guys for another fucking little while after this stream, bro.
All right. Well,
What do you got for me, big dog?
I feel like this week I'm in agreement with you majorly on one pick, and then
Okay.
on another pick I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of like anti whatever.
Anti-AJ is what it sounds like.
So first pick that I think like you're spot on with, I think Nursultan Ruziboev gets it done.
Yeah.
I think he might even KO Dustin Stoltzfus early.
Yeah, I like that call.
I think like Stoltzfus had his Barrio win, but I don't know. I can't see bro doing much more in the UFC.
Yeah, I think that's kind of his peak. If he gets through that, holy shit. Hey, you got a Fighting Nerds vibe. Shout out to Halftime 93 for 199.
Yeah.
So you got the Fighting Nerds vibe.
I should put some tape on these things.
You should, bro. What the fuck? That's the next step.
Yeah.
What's the one you disagree? I know this is what you're waiting to drop for me. Let's hear it.
I mean, I feel like you always have good picks, and I understand the Michael Morales pick.
Yes.
But I don't know. I feel like Gilbert Burns has been handed some really shit cards as of late. Like,
Fair.
in terms of, like, I don't know, like the deck he's been handed. Like, I feel like he, like, I don't know, you get Bilal where, like, I feel like, I don't know, Bilal prior to losing to JDM was just on an absolute tear. Yeah. And then I almost feel like JDM when he fought Gilbert was like, honestly, he kind of looked like shit for most of that fight, but then he just pulled it out the bag.
He did.
When Gilbert was winning. And then his last fight, he had this, like, very competitive fight against, like he's fighting all top 5 dudes.
Yeah.
And
So you feel like the odds are fucked on this fight, which is fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's like 38 or whatever, but I don't know. For some reason, I just don't see this Morales guy like I think it's going to be competitive. Like, I think it's going to be, like, pretty close. I don't think he's just going to walk in there and, like, KO Gilbert off top.
Okay. I don't know, man. I'm worried about Gilbert out there, but I'm excited to see it. And you did pick Renier de Ritter. You were one of the few. You were de Ritter's witness, bro.
Yeah, I got occasional good picks.
You do, man.
I'm eating dirt. Like, I fucking chose Bilal last week. I was like,
fuck it.
Remember the name.
Yeah, the name is forgotten. Who was that fought last week against Jack Della?
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I don't know. I just didn't see JDM. Like, I feel like his performance against Gilbert didn't make me think, oh, this dude's he's getting taken down like 10 times by Gilbert. He's probably going to get washed by Bilal. But he stepped up big time. This shit was crazy.
No, he did. He looked fucking great against Bilal. I hear you, bro. And I'm excited to see the fight because, like, the odds are crazy wide and Morales is the prospect. And I'm curious to see, does Gilbert Burns have some oomph left in him? I don't know. I'm doubtful of it, but I'll be shouting you out if you call it, bro. I know you'll be in the live chat Saturday.
I think Gilbert might win, but one last question here.
Go.
How do you think Islam, like, translates to 170? Because honestly, I kind of look at him as, like, he's definitely an all-time great, but he's a bit of a weight bully. Like, he's huge at 155. Go up 15 pounds, what's happening?
I don't know. I think that he's going to look good. I think he's going to put on some muscle, and I think that he'll be stronger in his grappling positions, which I would only assume makes him more dominant. I know Jack Della did a good job of fighting off the takedowns with Belal, but when I envision the different style of takedown threat that Makhachev has, the ability to land trips and also the ability to kickbox better. Belal has solid hands, but I feel like Makhachev's very sharp with his overall kickboxing tool set. I think he'll look good, man.
I think
it's hard, bro.
Good,
making an early pick is crazy to me for that fight.
But I don't think he can make the same mistakes he did with Poirier with fucking JDM.
That's fair.
Gonna box his head off.
JDM, if he lands big, multi-shots, Islam's been knocked out. I definitely don't think Islam eats the same punch as Belal, but I think he's definitely better than Belal. Like, I think Islam would beat Belal.
Yeah, no, Belal, like, he's definitely a great fighter. Like, I feel like people are kind of maybe shitting on him a little bit. But, I don't know, Islam, I feel like he threatens the submission every time. Like, he'll choke you out in a second if you let him.
He will. And maybe he locks up a sub on fucking Jack Della. I'm excited for that fight, man. To make a pick right now is near impossible for me. I like to fucking, take some time on that.
No, I can't even lie. Even though I just said that, I feel like I'd go Islam.
I know. It's like you feel like you can't pick against Islam. It's like that greatness aura. But we'll see, bro. I'm excited, man. You got anything else for me, brother?
Nah, man. Thanks for the content. I always appreciate the videos, dude.
Thanks, bro. I'm locked in. I'm doing the members after this, bro. I ain't done yet. This is just my fucking warm-up, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Max, good to see you, bro. Peace out, my friend. Shout out to Max coming through. A lot of savages coming through today. Holy hell. We had 4 people hop in. I want to say shout out to each and every one of you savage. It takes fucking balls to hop in on stream, bro. Even though I consider myself a very easy guy to chat with, to hop on a live stream with a lot of people watching, and it's not something you normally do. Of course, man. I expect some of the folks to feel a little nervy, bro. The anxiety might build in the stomach, but the usuals, bro, they know it's a chill vibe. And I always appreciate them coming through. Now, I am going to do the members stream right after this. Now, I'm probably going to take a few minutes to do timestamps, but right after I finish timestamps, I will be doing the members stream. The link to the members stream is going to be pinned up in the live chat. If you want to become a member, click on it. You know what I'm saying? Become a member. Become a member, bro. The link to join the member stream is right there. If you're not a member, there is a link in the description of the stream to become a member. I think it's a worthwhile thing if you really enjoy the content. You want to be a part of the member stream. And if not, hey, bro, I appreciate you too for just tuning in and hitting the like. So make sure everybody smashes the fucking like button before we slide on out of here. All right. Show some love. Hit the likes. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's UFC Vegas 106. It's not a star-studded pay-per-view or a badass fight night, but I expect some good fights, and it was a good time to hear what the people are thinking. So second stream incoming. I'll see you guys for the member stream. Much love, chat. W's to you all. And yeah, go watch the damn member stream. Go click on that link. I got it pinned at the top of the live chat. Go check me out. Be on again soon. Bye.